You know you've made it in the mascot world when you have your very own bronze statue. Testudo has 5, but what this turtle cherishes most is time spent with Maryland fans and athletes. Though Coach Penske couldn't publicly comment on his 2009 recruiting class, he promises we won't be disappointed. In College Park, I'm Brittany Fertig for Terrapin Timeout. Students and educators across the state say access to affordable higher education is essential to Maryland's future. In College Park, I'm Brittany Fertig for UMTV. At some point, most walk-ons question whether spending so many hours per week practicing is worth it when sometimes they see very little playtime. Havre de Grace also has some great running trails, but if the heat is anything like today, make sure to bring a water bottle. From Havre de Grace, I'm Brittany Fertig for Host Our Coast. There's this charming waterfront city located where the Susquehanna River meets the Chesapeake Bay. Welcome to one of my favorite places, Havre de Grace, Maryland. Recyclemania is sweeping across the University of Maryland campus. In this nationwide competition, universities are in a race that runs from January 27th through April 5th. To see who can recycle the most.
I don't want to see kids enthusiastic about recycling. I want to see people understand the importance of doing it, and then it becomes ingrained in them, and it's almost like second nature.
And for University of Maryland junior Phil Hannum, it really is second nature.
I have not bought a ream of paper since my freshman year because I raid paper recycling bins.
The idea for Recyclemania was born in February 2001 when Ohio University and Miami University decided that something had to be done to increase recycling. The 2008 competition now includes over 400 colleges and universities.
We report our recyclables every week into this website that they set up, and then they do some calculations based on the number of students, faculty, and staff we have here on our campus, and produce our rankings every week.
The competition results for week 2 have been tallied, and Maryland collected 76,800 pounds of recyclables. Exciting news considering the university averaged 56,000 during the 10-week competition last year.
To have a friendly competition, it's exciting for everybody, not just students. I even know faculty and staff, when I run into them, they'll say, hey, how we're doing in week 1 or something like that. And so I think competition gets everybody a little bit excited.
The Recyclemania competition here at the University of Maryland has certainly added a fun element to recycling. In College Park, I'm Brittany Fertig with UMTV. Testudo's an early riser. You have to be with a jam-packed schedule like his. Inspiring campus pride is hard work, and Testudo takes his job seriously. But who says you can't have a little fun while you work? He's a turtle of few words. Well, actually no words at all. His actions speak for themselves. For lunch, it's typical turtle fare, salad. And after filling his tummy, he's only thinking about one thing, nap time. But you can't sleep all day when you're Testudo, so it's off to the Epley Recreation Center to fit in his daily workout. Slow and steady may win the race, but that doesn't improve his 40 time, so you'll find Testudo on the treadmill picking up some speed. Rocky may have been strong, but he's no match for this turtle. And how does he maintain that buff physique so appealing to the ladies? By pumping iron, of course. You know you've made it in the mascot world when you have your very own bronze statue. Testudo has 5, but what this turtle cherishes the most is time spent with Maryland fans and athletes.
He's more than just a turtle. He's an idea. He's a concept. He's a symbol of hope to the students of this campus. Testudo is something of he's the closest thing we ever have to a real superhero. A masked crusader representing justice.
Quite a burden for a guy with a shell on his back, but Testudo is up to the challenge. After a long, hard day, Testudo unwinds in front of the TV. Then it's off to bed. Sweet dreams, Testudo. Tomorrow is another day. This is Brittany Fertig for Terrapin Timeout.
Students are speaking out on T-shirts. The Clothesline Project here at the University of Maryland bears witness to the problem of sexual assault against women.
I saw a shirt that said that there was a son that talked about how his mother was gang raped by 4 men and how he still loves her, but the fact that she had to go through that, is unthinkable. So some of them really make me angry.
A small core of women inspired by the AIDS quilt founded the Clothesline Project. The concept was simple. Let each woman tell her own story in her own unique way and hang it out for all to see.
Being a member of fraternity, seeing, my letters up there, someone's, hating on certain different groups of people is really an effective way of showing how rape affects everybody.
According to the U.S. Department of Justice, 1 out of every 6 American women have been the victims of an attempted or completed rape in their lifetime. Making a T-shirt is part of the healing process for survivors of violence and for those that care about them.
Friday I came and I made a T-shirt, so I was just looking for it around here and I just found it, and later on today I'm going to come back and help take down all the shirts.
April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it is the hope that events like this one will raise society's awareness of the extent of violence against women. In College Park, I'm Brittany Fertig for UMTV News.
Tax Day brings tea parties, and Maryland Newsline is there. Good evening, and welcome to Maryland Newsline. I'm Brittany Fertig. Female flyers have their sights set on a Frederick finish line. Frederick Mayor Randy McClement announced Tuesday an international group of female pilots have chosen Frederick Municipal Airport as the final stop of their annual cross-country race. The Air Race Classic will take off on June 22nd from Fort Myers, Florida, and make stops in Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, Indiana, and West Virginia before ending in Frederick on June 25th. They were trailblazers and patriots, but their role in World War II was all but a mystery. We will have that story when we return. 2 to 4 more inches can really pay off. Baltimore City will now receive $2 million in federal disaster funds for the December snowstorm. At first, the city was not eligible for the funds because it only measured 19 inches, but because snow totals varied around the city, officials asked for a reassessment. The new totals came to 21 to 23 inches of snow. The city is also expecting $7 million from the back-to-back blizzards in February.